Hey everybody, I'm Tim Brenner and I'd like to welcome you here to the Southern Missouri Judicial Services Training Centers for K9 located here in Springfield, Missouri. And today's video is going to just more or less be about bomb dogs, how we utilize them, some of the training they go through, and it's going to be very educational on the bomb dog topic. I've got my bomb dog with me, Mr. Nitro. He's excited anytime he gets to work. He has a good day. And I've also invited a couple other K9 handlers to come along as well. We're going to see K9 Recon in action as well. So today is going to be a fun program. Just to kind of start off, our bomb dog program is rescues. We'll go out to shelters. We'll talk to animal rescues. And most of the time it's just a dog that's been brought back several times because they're making a really bad pet. And the reason they're a bad pet is they just really need a home that teaches them a job. And once you give them a job, they settle down and they become a very, very big help to society, and especially the bomb dog. When this bomb dog program started for me, I was a private company. I had about 25 to 30 employees, and I thought, you know, I could give something back to the community. I've been in law enforcement my entire life, and I've been around the canines my entire life. So I decided to train up a bomb dog, which I've never done before. I've only trained narcotics dogs. So I did some research, reached out to some great folks, got some really good knowledge on the topic, and we started our bomb dog training program. And it takes about 7 months after we rescue the dog and get the dog in with us to where he's comfortable and he's having a good time with his handler, and we'll start that kind of training. Because we also have to train the handler at the end of it too on how to work the dog and what to do, what not to do, and just a lot of basic stuff about the animal and how to work it. So what we like to do with the first thing is find out if they like toys, and Nitro here loves this Kong ball. And it's just an ordinary Kong ball, there's nothing in it, and we throw it for him and he brings it back, and this goes on all evening long while I'm trying to watch TV. But he has fun with it, so I have fun doing it with him. And then there's this toy. This is the special toy. It's made out of rubber, and the only time that Nitro ever sees this toy is whenever he smells the odors of the explosives, and then we reward him for telling us that he's smelling them by giving him this toy. And the last part of their training before certification is we'll hide their toys, we'll hide food, we'll hide different things and make sure they're not interested in those type of things and look for what we actually want them to look for, which is explosives.
So when we started the bomb dog program at SMOJS, first we reached out to the Springfield Fire Department since they were in charge of the bomb threats and bomb disposal in this area. So we trained up the dog, and once Striker and Nitro were both trained, we took them to the fire department, let them hide the explosives and hide the arson materials to see if they were able to find them. And Striker and Nitro both impressed the fire department, and they started using us on bomb threats. Here's what a typical training day looks like for us. What we do is we hide the training aids in a place where the dog cannot easily get to them. And then once those are hidden, we will go let them set for about 25 minutes, and then we'll bring the dogs in to try to find them. Now, taking on the responsibility of a bomb dog, you've accepted a huge challenge. It's not for just any handler. Anytime you work a bomb dog, you have to have stamina as a team. It's not uncommon to train 4 and 5 times a day just to be able to take that big call out. We've had call outs to high schools. We've had to search amusement parks down in Branson, and there's a lot of activities that the canine handler does, and it's important for the team to stay in shape. And as you can see here, we're clearing a very big area with the dog in just a couple minutes. And as Nitro walks by the car that has the material in it, you can see how he turned around and he worked back towards it because he recognized that odor as being the odor he's trained on. So he smelt that training aid, and now he's sitting there waiting for his toy. And I'll give you a more close-up view of it. As he's coming around, you can watch him go right by. You can see him smell that. He recognizes it as the odor that gets him his toy. So he sits down and he waits for it. And once he does that, we give it to him and we go on to the next search. So this here is just a lot of fun for the dog. You have to keep it a game all the time, and that's what the dog enjoys doing. So you have to keep him engaged and having fun. And that's one of the most rewarding part about being a bomb dog handler is you know that you're out there protecting lives, helping your community, and just keeping people safe in general. So that has a reward and satisfaction of its own.
Now, a lot of time and training goes into having a bomb dog. Unlike a narcotic dog, if you miss what you're looking for, it's a major problem because that means you missed possibly a bomb. So training is very, very crucial and you have to do it often. I train with Nitro every day just to keep his skills up because we never know when we're going to get called, because not only bomb threats do we go to, but a lot of times we'll have things like special events. Now this year with the COVID, we really haven't had that much, but typically we'd have like concerts that we go to. We'd have to clear the stages, clear all the seating, clear anything that comes inside, clear the big trucks, the buses, all that type stuff we have to search through just so that event is a safe event for the family. Now we're not going to use actual explosives today. We're going to be around cars and we're going to be around semi-trailers. So we're not actually taking explosives with us, but you'll see these mason jars that we'll have with us. And what we do is we'll take the mason jar, we'll just take some ordinary gauze, and we'll put the gauze in with the explosives for about 2 weeks and let the gauze pads soak up all the odor of the explosives. We'll put it inside the jar just to protect the integrity of it. That way other odors doesn't get in on it. It's just the odor of the explosives. In today's exercise, we're going to be using gunpowder and C4. So we've let these pads soak up those odors in them. And what's neat about using the pads is we can put these where we can't put bigger things. So we're able to roll these up, put them in door seams, put them in all kinds of different places that you can find explosives. And it's really fun to do that with these because the hiding places are just endless.
Now here's K9 Recon. What we're going to do is an on-lead search. That's where his handler's keeping him on the leash. He's telling him to check areas as they go along. And that works pretty good. And it's good if you're working in an area that's high in traffic and you have a concern that maybe your dog might, wander off into traffic and get hurt. But as you can see, the on-leash search really slows the canines down. And as Matt here directs him, you can see him recognize the odor. He sits down. Now he's waiting on his toy, and you can see the excitement in the team at that point because now he's rewarded. Now I'm going to work K9 Nitro. I'm going to bring him over to the search area. As you see, it's a very large area that we have to search. I'm just going to take his leash off and give him the command to search. He's going to start sampling air, and just as soon as he recognizes where it's coming from, he'll go straight to it and wait for his reward. And as you see how much quicker it was for the off-leash search because he was able to quickly identify where that smell was coming from. He didn't have me pulling him back and hampering him, and he went straight to where it was at. And now he wants his toy and he's happy. As you see, we give Nitro a lot of praise, tell him he's a good boy, let him know he's doing good and having fun, and that's all this is a big game to him. And he locates the odor, gets his toy, plays with it, and Nitro's been a really fun dog to work. We've been working together for years now. He's a Belgian Malinois who's just full of energy, and he does very well at his job, and he just never gives up. He never quits. And working a Belgian Malinois, you actually have to shut the dog down sometimes because they will literally just work themselves to death. They have so much energy, they don't stop. They won't quit looking, so you'll have to stop him and give him breaks or else he'll just keep going. As you see, training is the key, and we train in all different environments and all different weather. We've had to spend hot days at amusement parks in Branson. We've had to go out on bomb threats to banks and schools and factories. We just never know what the call is going to be, so it's important that we do this and keep the team in good shape for whatever gets thrown at us. And at the center at Southern Missouri Judicial Services, we train the K9 teams for the TASK9 security company who works the dogs. All Southern Missouri Judicial is just a training center where we have multiple trainers here that not only train the K9 dogs, but they also work in training bail bond agents, security guards, police officers, and even private citizens that just want a more better training. They'll come here and train at our facility.
So I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any information you need from me about bomb dogs, I'd be more than happy to answer any of your comments. Please leave them below. And until next time, we'll see you later.